Okay. Back here on the postgame show with head coach Trent May. Coach, thank you for joining us. Obviously a good team you played tonight. First half, I'm going to guess, knowing your expectations, probably had to be very displeased with the first half, but it seemed like in the second half, you guys came out with an effort, came out with a little bit of energy, got some things going in the second half, got some things offensively going. Talk about what you were able to kind of get going in that second half.
Man, James, those are good questions, and I don't mean to really simplify it, but in my opinion, it's when the very first quarter of the game, and I know you're talking about the second or the third quarter, second half, we were hitting shots. In the third quarter, we were hitting shots. The first quarter, we had a lot of great open looks, a lot of looks, and the difference is when a team can come down, run their stuff, hit a shot, we come down, run our stuff, get no shot. No made basket, and it just spirals out of control quickly. Right. They hit 4 or 5 shots, we miss 4 or 5 shots, and now you're playing catch up the entire game. And it just comes down to sometimes when you run your stuff and you have a look and you can't hit it. We had so many looks in the paint tonight, 3, 4, 5 foot jumpers that just wouldn't go in. Right. And it's something that we try to work in practice at scoring at all 3 levels. We work on layups, we work on mid-range jumpers, we work on threes, and we shoot lights out in any gym on our campus. It's just lately it's just unbelievable on the road. It haunts us every time, and no matter, and you're trying to, whether you call 0 sets or 50 sets or everything in between. I mean, we had, I know they shot a lot of free throws tonight, but we had 56 attempts tonight. They had 53. The biggest difference is the shooting percentage. They knock down shots. They knock down free throws. It's all day long. It's the name of the game is you have to hit shots, and you got to keep the other team from not having easy opportunities. They had their way in the first half in the paint. We did a much better job in the second half, but nonetheless, it still came down to, the shot-making ability, and so that's where we fell really short again on the road in a conference game. Well,
and sometimes when that's happening in the first half, you can't get anything to fall despite good looks. That can be frustrating, and you can be a little defeated. And yet this squad comes out in the second half, and they go toe-to-toe with them in the second half. Talk about their resiliency, because that can be something that can really hurt your confidence, and it didn't seem to faze them at all.
No, and they did a good job, but we didn't talk about offense very much except the press in the halftime session. We were in there almost the whole time for halftime. We talked about our defense, and we gave up more points in the third quarter than we did in the, so I mean it's kind of goes back and forth. Again, we hit shots in the third quarter, and we started having a little confidence, but we didn't do anything to stop and combat their efforts, and they got their will in the paint and lived in there the third quarter. They just drove at us, and we allow that stuff, and and the hard part is if you watch another one of our games, you're probably wondering what we work on in practice, and it's the same speech every single day. We got to stop dribble penetration, and and we got to take care of the ball. Again, sure. another over 20 turnover game. That's at some point, in the games that we don't turn the ball over very much, we're in every single one of them. And sometimes that, that and taking care of the ball, knocking down shots, and it seems like that, half of it's in control. Making down shots or making shots doesn't mean everyone has control, or every single basketball player in the world will be making shots. But taking care of the ball in my opinion, it's a conscious choice. And they did a good job on their press tonight, but it was only a good job because we didn't attack it like we should. And when we did, we capitalized and had easy looks. And so, but it's just, hats off to them and making shots.
Yeah. All right, well, you've spent 7 of your 8 games on the road. You finally get to come back home yet again. Coming up on the 14th, you'll get to come back to the Sawyer Center. It'll be a great atmosphere with Oklahoma Christian coming in, a good rivalry game. Talk about looking ahead to just getting back on your home floor for a couple of games and getting ready for that contest.
Yeah, it'll be good. The girls have done a really good job in practice. We need to translate practice to games, and so we're going to continue to work. And we got finals coming up, but there's a lot of practice time in between, and we're going to do our best to continue to get better.
Coach, we appreciate you joining us.
Hey, appreciate you always, man. Thank you.
Thank you very much. SNU again falls, but they'll be coming back home December 14th against Oklahoma Christian. Thanks again, Coach.
Thanks.
As we said, we will close this broadcast out. We're going to get you ready for the men's game here shortly. Southern Nazarene and Southwestern Oklahoma State set to do battle here in just a moment. From our partner, Phil Younts, we appreciate everybody joining us here this afternoon. For those asking, we've seen a couple comments asking, where's the video, where's the video? These are audio-only broadcasts. That is why we do not – there is video through Swosu, but these are audio-only broadcasts. We don't have our full production team to actually do a video broadcast. We're doing this through the computer right now. So just so you know, if you've been tuning in, that is why it has not been an actual video broadcast. All right, we're cutting this one now. Southwestern Oklahoma State takes the 87-58 win over Southern Nazarene.